Right guys, welcome to another martial arts session brought to you by Kaz and Kai. So today we're going to be working on our kicks. I'm going to be working more specifically on roundhouse kicks, okay, and some more advanced techniques as well. Now please make sure you have enough space around you so that when you're kicking you're not going to hurt yourself or damage any furniture, okay, and also make sure that you're not injured. Make sure you're not injured. Don't train if you're injured, okay? If you're feeling unwell, I recommend you sit this one out. So, like always, we're going to start with our heels together, hands at the side, and bow us. Ready to start. So, kicks. Okay, why would I kick someone rather than punching them? Well, like we explained before, if I'm hitting Bob here, okay, I can punch him from this distance, but I can kick him from that distance, okay? My kick will create more distance than my punch, so that's why sometimes it works in our favour to kick them, okay, if they're at the right range. Now, in order to do our kicks, we need to make sure our legs are nicely warmed up. So what I need you guys to do is put your feet quite close together and arms up in front. So to warm our legs up, we're just going to do a knee kick. 1, just up and down. 2, and keep changing legs. 3, up and down. And just keep going. So as you're kicking, make sure the foot is pointing downwards. Okay, keep those kicks going. And the arms, try and hold those arms as still as you can. Okay, so I don't want to see the arms doing this. Hold those arms nice and still. Keep those kicks coming up. Foot pointing down. 2 more. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to move on to a groin kick. Kicking out. Now I just want you to do this half pace, so nice and slow. So lift up, kick out and back. And keep changing legs as you're doing it. Okay? So every time you're kicking, you're swapping legs. But again, we're not just focusing on our kicks, we're focusing on keeping the arms nice and still. Lift that knee up, kick out and back. Keep that going, everyone. Keep that going. Arms nice and still. Lift that knee up, kick forward. 2 more. 1, 2. Right, now we're going to move on to a front kick. So instead of kicking up into the groin, we're going to lift up and we're kicking forward into the body. So the foot is pulled back, or the toes rather, sorry. Toes are pulled back and we're aiming here in the solar plexus. Ready? So lift up, kick up and back. Good. And this is just to help warm up your legs. So don't worry too much about the speed of the movement. Just work on lifting up, kicking forwards. Lifting up, kicking forwards. That's it. So we're not swinging the leg. I don't want to see this. Okay? I want to see you lifting up. Lift and kick. Lift and kick. Lift and kick. Keep that going. If I do it towards you. That's it. 2 more. 1, 2. Now, if you have something you can kick over, that would be great. Okay, it doesn't have to be particularly high. So, for example, Bob will do. Okay, something in front of you that you can kick over. Now, just be careful on this one. You don't bang your toes. You don't hurt your foot. Okay. So from here, what you need to do is stand quite close to whatever you're kicking over. Stand quite close and you're going to lift up. This is forcing you to lift your knee up a bit higher. So hands up there, out and back. Okay? So now because the item is on the floor, it's forcing you to raise your knee. Because if you don't raise your knee, you're just going to bang your foot. Ready? So we're going to do a few more of these. Lift up, kick forward. There we go. Keep that going. Arms, try and hold your arms still. Don't let the arms move around. Hold those arms as still as you can. Kick him forward. There we go. Keep that going. 1, 2. Perfect. Now, do exactly the same, but we're going to do a double front kick. We're going to kick, kick and down. Kick, kick and down, okay? Exactly the same. So stand quite close to your obstacle. Ready, so lift up, 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep that going. 1, 2. Double kick. There we go. That's it. Lift that knee up. There we go. Legs are a little bit tight today. Keep that going. A couple more. And last one. Perfect. Excellent. Right. You can move your obstacle out of the way right now. Move your obstacle out of the way. So, the last one I'm going to do is a swing kick. Now, this contradicts what I said, because I said don't swing your leg up, and now what you're doing is swing your leg up, okay? And I explained this in one of the earlier videos. The reason we're doing this kick is just to warm up our leg muscles, okay? You wouldn't ever realistically kick anyone with a swing kick, okay? It's not the best kick to hit anyone with, but it is a really good kick to warm your legs up, okay? So, last of the basic kicks. Feet and close, hands up, swing that leg up. And the trick when you're doing this is to keep your body relaxed. If you try and force it up too high, you're going to fall over. So the trick is keep your body nice and relaxed. Allow that leg to push up. There we go. Push that leg up. Push that leg up. Keep that going, everyone. Keep that going. Up and back. And as your legs warm up, you can gradually bring it a little bit higher. A little bit higher. There we go. And one more. Yeah. Perfect. I certainly warmed my legs up. Okay, a roundhouse kick. A roundhouse kick. Now this is a kick that is very common in martial arts, but we haven't covered it yet, so we're going to do that now. First of all, when you're doing a roundhouse kick, you're hitting with that part of your foot. It's called the instep, okay? So we're hitting with the instep of the foot here. Try not to hit with the toes, try not to hit with the shins. You see some other styles of martial arts, they'll do it with their shins. In karate and kickboxing, not so much. We'll do it more with the foot. Now, there's many different targets you can hit on this kick. We can kick someone in the ankle, in the thigh, in the ribs, in the face. Okay, so we have many different targets. However, regardless of the target, the movement will always be the same. And the most important thing we do in a roundhouse kick is we control our hip movement. So what I need you to do, I'm going to give you a little challenge. You need to stand with one leg off the floor. Easy, you can do that. With that leg off the floor, look forward. Now, whilst looking forward, you need to push your hip so that your supporting foot and knee rotate to face the other direction. So your supporting foot and knee, and do that a few times, rotates to face the other direction. So this knee's up, push, okay? And I'm pushing the hip back that way, and that's what's forcing this rotation, okay? So try that. The foot rotates on the ball of the foot. Sorry, yes, that makes sense. The foot rotates on the ball of the foot, which is this bit here. In order for that to happen, this knee stays bent. You must stay down as you're doing that. So as I look straight, keep this knee bent, push. Okay, if you straighten, it's not going to work. You need to keep this knee bent, push. And the more rotation this foot, the more your foot rotates, the better the kick is going to be. Try, if you can, get that foot to turn 180 degrees. So it goes all the way around, okay? So from here, it goes 180 degrees. Now, let's try on the other leg as well. Let's try on both sides. So make sure you do it on both sides. So I've got now the other leg is up. My supporting leg is bent. I'm looking forwards, push, okay? And that's all we're doing for now. That's the hard bit. The actual kick itself is easy. Okay, from here, the kick is easy. But that hip turn is the hard bit. I see a lot of people do this. And they use their arms. The movement doesn't come from the arms. The movement comes from the hip pushing forward. Do you see that? And see how my foot has no choice but to rotate. Okay? So why are we doing this? Why are we rotating our hip? It seems a bit excessive. Well, the reason is this. Your knee can only flex and extend. That's all your knee can do, okay? Unless you've had a serious accident, your knee can only flex and extend. And therefore, it's up to the hip to get your knee in the right position so that when it extends, I'm going to keep this side. So when it extends the right way. So sometimes we have our knee straight to kick upwards. Sometimes we have our knee sideways to kick round. And that's exactly what a roundhouse kick does. So what I want you to do this time is you're going to stand with your feet apart. We're going to put the weight on the back leg. So if I do it this way, you're going to have the weight on the back leg. I want you to turn and kick down. Let me do that again. Turn and kick down. Okay? Your arms just stay relaxed. Try not to move your arms too much. Turn and kick down. And that's what we're doing. We're just pushing the hip. Not worried about the height of the kick. That's fine. So just get this. Turn and kick. And again, turn and kick. Okay? Do that about 5 times. Then try on the other leg. So we have the other leg forward. The weight is back slightly on this leg. Arms nice and relaxed. Push and kick. Push and kick. Okay? So we're forcing that knee to kick round. So when I extend the leg, bang, I'm kicking that way. Okay? I'm not kicking upwards. Try that a couple more times. Turn, kick down. One more. Turn, kick down. So, let's elevate this now. Let's take it a little bit higher. Let's kick up to the ribs. Hit them in the costals. So, the ribs. We're going to do a roundhouse kick to the ribs, or a roundhouse kick to the body. Exactly the same. This leg kicks. Arms relaxed. Turn and kick. Turn and kick. So see how my hip turns? And that's what makes the movement work. Notice I can't reach. Unless I lean forward, I can't actually reach his head. That's because my kick is a long range movement. Okay, do this a few times. Kick them back. Do it with me. Kick them back. So it's the front leg I'm kicking with. There we go. And one more. Easy. Now, on the other leg. So now on the other leg. So start off, both knees bent, and try and avoid raising up. Try and maintain the same height as we kick. So from here, get yourself set in position, back knee bent, turn and kick round. There we go. Turn and kick. Just keep that going. There we go. And I'm looking at my target the whole time. I'm not looking over there. I'm not looking over here. Okay? What happens if I look over here when I kick? I fall. Okay? That's not a great way to hit someone. We're going to stay looking forwards. Keep looking forward. One more time. Keep looking forward. Okay. Should make it a little bit harder for you. We're going to try and do what's called a heel step roundhouse kick. A heel step roundhouse kick. So what's a heel step roundhouse kick? Well, sometimes my opponent might not be this close. They might be a little bit further away. So how do I hit them when they're that far away? I don't just walk up to him and hit him. I should be able to use my legs from this distance. What I want you to do, keep the arm still. You're going to push your hip forward. Now notice my back leg moves, but my front leg doesn't. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to skip up and kick round. That was a good slap, wasn't it? So I skip up. It's almost like I'm swapping feet. I go 1, 2. Now, can you see the rotation? Can you see this foot turning? Straight turn. Okay? And it's that turn, that's what gets the power behind it as well. So from here, step, turn. And one more time, step, turn. Now what I want you to do, before we do it on the other leg, you need to find an item in your house that you can balance on one hand. Do that now. So, an item that you can balance on one hand, that if you drop, won't break. Okay? So, with this pad, I want you to hold it on the palm. Pad goes on the palm like this. The other hand, I want you to put it on the opposite shoulder. So you're touching the opposite shoulder, shall we say. So it's more on the chest here. Now, as you kick, try and hold that pad as still as you can. Step, kick. And this is a great exercise for controlling that upper body. Okay? Let's do this a few times. So from here, step, kick, and back. Step, kick. Okay? And we can speed up if we want. That's not a problem. If you're feeling up to it, by all means, you can take it up to the head if you're feeling flexible. That's not a problem. You can take it head high. Right, should we try it on the other leg? We haven't done it on the other leg this way, have we? So, left leg forward. Pad on the left hand, or object in the left hand. And this hand goes across. So I'll tell you what, I'll spin around the other way. Make it a little bit easier to follow. There we go. There we go. So from here, left leg forward, pad, hand. Okay, so that's the position. Step the back foot up, up, turn and kick. Okay, so it does require some flexibility to be able to do this. So if you are struggling, then just do it low, that's not a problem, but prioritise keeping these arms nice and controlled. Let's do this a few more times. So we can do it to the head, we can do it to the body, we can do it to the thigh, or we can do it down to the foot, okay? Do it a couple more times. Step up, bang, and back. Perfect, excellent. Right, you can get rid of your item. Wasn't the best throw, was it? Wasn't very good. Okay, so now we've learned how to do a roundhouse kick. There are other ways that we can do this. So today we've learned how to do it just off the front leg, like that. We've learned how to do it as a step up, like that. What if I'm even further away? What if I'm at this distance? Because look, I can't reach now. Back leg kicks. Now if I hit the back leg, I can reach. So if we do it this way, the front foot still has to rotate, but if I push my hip forward, I can hit from further away. And again, if I do it towards you guys, the arms, they need to swap. I'm going to cover this kick in a bit more detail next time. So the hands switch as I perform that kick, okay? Right, so what we're going to do to finish with, I want you guys to do as many kicks as you can in 20 seconds, but they have to be good quality movements. So we're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't want to see any of that. I want to see good quality, controlled kicks. Okay, ready? 20 seconds on the clock. Now, go. So we can do a front kick, we can do a roundhouse kick, we can do a knee kick, groin kick, face kicks. And the hands don't need to move too much. Obviously I can swap them and still kick, but I don't want to see the hands going out to the side. Keep that going. Last one. Perfect. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Next time, like I said, we're going to be working on roundhouse kicks off the back leg, and I'll be teaching you some more complex movements. So keep practicing that roundhouse kick, back knee bend, turning that hip. Heels together,